Okay, so who heard the story of how our participation in Scorched Earth came to be?
Someone's going
She heard it. Okay, so I got contacted about, hey, there's a company that's doing a thing, a film thing, and they want a whole bunch of post-apocalyptic cars. Like, will you run point on this? And so I'm like, sure, this sounds great. And so I put the word out through the Northwest group because the filming was happening up in Canada.
I think I saw that.
Because you submitted, I think.
I didn't submit.
No? Okay.
I
Well,
wasn't
there were several that did, but ultimately they only selected. I sent them like 12 or 13 submissions. I did all the coordinating and got everyone together, got all the information, and this and that, whatever. And they only ended up selecting my car, so I kind of felt bad about that. But then they wanted. I felt that bad.
This much bad.
Because at the time they're like, yeah, this is a major production. It's a theater release, and we're getting big stars. And because for the at the time when I was first hearing about it, and I was in email contact with the producer, Sean Bean was the lead role that they had cast.
Sean Bond.
Sean dies in every picture of Bean.
Pretty true. That's true.
And so I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And then we ended up saying, okay, well, we need to get the car to Canada, but I don't have a passport, and I can't take a month off work to go deal with this thing. So they're like, well, can you drive it up? I'm like, well, no, because this last wasteland, my trailer kind of fell apart. I broke, the axle, and all the wheels fell off, and, you guys have heard all that story. So they ended up sending a guy with a truck and a flatbed, and, we put the car up on it.
Scary.
And I sent the car away. Before I did that, I know, still hurts. So I had never let anyone else drive the car, let alone send it to foreign lands. And so I was super nervous about it. And so my OCD brain said, well, I know what will make me feel better is if I make them an instruction manual for the car.
The book of Charger.
So I did. I wish I would have brought it, actually. That would have been really funny. So I made a laminated, weatherproof instruction manual covering everything about how to start the car, how the brakes work, how to shift gears, what are all the little quirks with the electrical, like how to all the things, right? Multi-page book. I don't even think they looked at it. So it goes up there, and I will say that the company was super cool to work with.
Tell them how much they insured it for.
They insured it for what? It was $1 million? $2 million?
It was $2 million.
So I'm like, kill the car. I'll buy 3 of them.
Yeah.
The title of the movie is now Samsung.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So the stunt coordinator started calling me and letting me know what they were working on. And at one point, I won't bore you with all the details, but at one point, the curiosity got the better of me because he was saying, yeah, everything's great with the car, it's just doing its thing, whatever. Finally, I'm like, what are you guys doing with it? Like, what's going on with the car? It's getting really bright. And he's like, oh yeah, we're just cruising around set, like 20, 30 miles an hour, and we're just kind of cruising around and doing a thing. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
500 horsepower.
I gave you, I'm like, okay, don't go crazy, but seriously, use the gas pedal, throw dirt, get it sideways. I mean, that's why I let you guys do this. So, fast forward to a year and a half later, the movie comes out.
Finally.
It's we learned long ago that it was whatever her name is, Gina Carrera or Cena Carrera. I don't know what her name
From
is.
Deadpool, the MMA chick.
The gal that beat up Colossus in Deadpool.
Yeah.
She's super cool.
And John Hannah from The Mummy and Spartacus.
Yeah, and I could tell that story.
That's
too.
a good story.
Everybody probably knows that story. At Wasteland, you guys, whatever. The dent in the car. You guys all see the dent in the car.
Yeah.
The door.
And so that was John Hannah.
From the movie.
During they were filming an action scene, he tripped and fell backwards and dented the car. We left it that way. They paid us actually more for the dent in the car than they paid me for the whole gig. So they were really cool about that.
And it makes a good story now. So John Hannah shaped dent in the car.
Yeah.
In the wasteland car.
So the trailer comes out for the movie, and we watch it, and we're like, okay, where is it? And then we see the car, and it's parked. There's one frame where you see the car, and then they're riding horses the whole time. So I have no idea. I got sent like 3 behind-the-scenes pictures that showed the car. I have no idea how they used it.
It's on the movie poster.
But it is. It's
And
on.
there's a tiny. There's
It's
a
on
tiny
the
little
cover.
charger.
It's on the cover of
It's on
the
the
thing.
cover, and you know it's at least parked outside of a saloon.
So yeah, exactly. So for all I know, this could be a colossal waste of time as far as the car goes. But what I'm thinking would be a lot of fun to do.
Don't worry. Cheering will happen.
There, cheer, libations, you know,
Yeah, you
do
drink
all the
when you see
things
the charger.
when you see the charger. So
Everyone's gonna be sober.
yeah, exactly. And if that doesn't work, then when it's over, we'll just drink. All right,
already
let's kill the
there.
lights and make it happen.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, here we go. So it's an
Pockets of
apocalypse.
respite and high ground allowed those few who survived to start again. In this new barter economy, there were 2 currencies. Water taps to purify poisonous rainwater, pure powdered silver, an essential component in air filters that can delay eventual death by black lung. New and rudimentary authorities began to keep people safe as
Are we looking
possible.
for a Charger or a Mustang?
Vehicles that burn fossil fuel
Oh, it was a horse joke.
belch were illegal.
Roaming the wasteland.
We should drink every time they say wasteland.
Hey, let's make that a thing.
Yeah, all right. Pointless action scene. That wasn't even close.
Nope.
It was like over there.
New Montana. Get a rope.
I wouldn't play with that if I were you. It's concentrated acid.
Foreshadow.
These are Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
This is what most people ever see of me.
You seem to have it all worked
See,
out.
that would have made a
No.
funnier movie where
But-
people were like
If it gets
yelling at each other with a mask. And they're like, what?
Really
What?
how long it
Hey!
Who's that
Chavo,
fucking guy?
you can tell by the hat.
Man, nobody else can put an ace in a hat like Chavo.
Here's something I hit.
It's moving! Those whites are real full.
There it is.
Oh, I see a piece of the
Hey!
It counts.
Oh shit!
That's a nice Costco chair. That's a nice Costco set.
Well, they went to an IKEA and just like
No, that's Costco. I own those chairs.
Well, at least you know they'll last through the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh! Somebody played Assassin's Creed.
It's a band t-shirt. Or band.
He smells like Axe body spray.
Milady. He's wearing nail polish.
Goes with his jacket.
Holy fuck.
Did you notice how,
Wait,
Titties, though. Damn.
there it is! There it is!
Oh, it's gone.
And that thing's almost as accurate as a Scorched.
I knew I should have put a turn on the car.
That looks like a garden bucket.
It looks
It's a
pretty-
composting bucket.
So much more satisfying now. I wonder how much money they got.
That's why. Yeah. Thanks for not blowing up my car, Lighthouse. We're not sure.
Go faster. Look at all your shit. Where did they put that on?
No, they wanted it just like that.
This guy looks like he's got tchotchkes. What's
He's got the captain.
Flair. Yes.
He's got flair. He's got
He's got
32 pieces of
He
flair.
is like way more than needed.
He's got at
Sure.
least 5 buckles on that jacket.
I want to see him try to take it off. Like, how do you even get out of that?
It's a
thing?
day-long
Well,
process.
Complicated.
He has assistants.
Wasn't over your sight.
There she is. Oh, you bitch.
He's gonna take it. Maybe.
No.
No, it's right there. There's the dead.
Yep, there's
There's the dead. The dead.
It's consistent.
John Hannah, you bastard.
Wow. Nice call on the acid.
Yeah.
In the butthole.
Yeah, that's definitely really good in the car. Why are they all on horses?
Just her.
Maybe she doesn't know how to drive.
I think they kind of said that.
Yay! Dude, John Hannah rubbed himself all over our car.
They still didn't take the car.
Take the car.
What the fuck?
They
Yeah,
could've,
she didn't
like-
know how to drive. That's
That's
her.
what the defense said.
She doesn't have a driver's license for the apocalypse.
You are going soft. I knew it.
Try to sleep.
Wow, they even up to the end, just the acting is
I did
amazing.
not say.
Mediocre.
Mediocre. God, she just like read her.
Yeah.
You got your 10 seconds of fame.
They got the part where it had the Daytona in it at some point.
So the Charger never went above 5 miles an hour the whole movie.
Let's see, how do we want to do this? We've never done this before. So,
I don't know what we're doing, so that's
exactly.
We can base this on a rating of how often did you see the Charger and how excited were you for it?
Okay, so there was the purpose for watching the movie was to see the Charger. That was fun.
Yeah.
It had nice angles on the truck.
There was nice angle. It looks good. We know it looks good on camera.
does
like-
look
Now
good.
I know why there's a
It's
big
bulletproof,
dent in it.
obviously.
It's variable.
Obvious.
Sound
They
effects
didn't
and
blow
bullets
it
hitting
up.
you.
So
It expanded really steel. nice.
It did
Yes.
sound. It sounded cool.
it sounded cool. It was disappointing.
Exciting that they actually used the sounds from your vehicle.
They
rather
did.
than
Yeah, that was definitely.
Yeah,
that's
that
how
was pretty
I
awesome.
recognized it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it never went more than 5 miles an hour the whole time.
Well, maybe they were
That's
holding
good
back
compliant with
for.
wasteland rules.
For the sequel,
They didn't even do a scene where they went, the bad guys pull up and Lord
pull up to the
Humongous style.
place
and
super fast.
Yeah.
Wait, you mentioned
They-
there weren't really any roads or trails in which they would be driving any sort of vehicle.
No.
But even
Not
that's
true.
why they
There
have
were-
There
horses.
was one scene where they
One.
made it seem like the Charger was taken off out of there and you could tell it was in neutral. They just kind of revved it. Because the next scene is when it was driving back into like the little town and it was just coasting.
Yeah.
But
the quarry would have been a good place.
Yeah.
That was-
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because all those tight
That would have been
turns.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm just-
some car chases would have done a lot for that movie.
I think there was one of the guys on the production team that's like, oh, this guy can make this pickup truck with a Gatling gun on it. That means we gotta have cool cars. And that's probably where that came from.
I think they just like chopped
fucking-
up like a
Was it
Toyota
plastic
Rav4.
tub?
That was
Was
a
it plastic
Costco
tub?
inner piece of a composting
Yeah,
can.
it was a Dalek Toyota Dalek. That's what
with
that
a
was.
fucking composting bin on top.
And they had your Costco chairs too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking seal with the goddamn chairs.
So somebody on the production team had a Costco card.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so who can recite what the story was for this movie?
I might be able to do this.
All right,
I might be
let's
able
give Tom
to
a
do
chance
this.
to go for it, Tom.
I was tore up there a minute ago. So the concept was apocalypse. They can't breathe the air, and the only thing they could breathe the air with was the powdered silver in their masks, and water was bad or something. one bitch who had the identity crisis. She was either Cage or Ace. I'm not really sure.
The older evil
Ace.
mercenary
Yeah,
chick.
the mercenary chick.
Chavo, yeah.
Doesn't-
Chavo.
That's such a good
That's
name.
what it was.
I just want to be like, Chavo. What's up?
Ace.
You've been a really bad girl, Chavo.
That bitch gets killed because she's hunting people, and then the bitch with the identity crisis pretends to be her at some point. Oh, I skipped. She goes
It was
back.
the Gina, the MMA
Yeah,
chick.
she goes to claim her bounty, and they try to screw her out of the silver for her mask because apparently everyone lives off of water tablets and powdered silver.
And painter's masks.
Yeah, in the really good Dollar Tree painter's
And
masks.
Maybelline, lots of Maybelline.
New blood trickles in every day. Any one of them could be secretly gunning for me. It's the law of averages.
The doors, it's like, some kind of seal, something that you took
Arr,
the mask
arr.
off when you came inside, but
Not
you'll
that
be
kind of
outside
seal.
for more than a few minutes.
Yeah, and I thought
Nothing.
that was really good too
Really?
because
Nothing?
they're in like wood cabins with old
Tough
windows.
crowd.
And,
Yeah, but they kept saying like
But,
you
you know,
have to
it's
be in a
sealed. It's
sealed
sealed.
area.
yeah, it's
There was
fine.
also a lot of like really
Got
cheap
you.
plastic, like
It was
rollout
fun.
plastic,
Yeah.
like a lot of it, and it was all really clean, like real clean.
Yeah.
All right, I have to say this because it's been like bugging me since I saw it. So the scene where she goes, like, where she insinuates that she's gonna suck that dude's dick, and like goes around, murks the dude right with the knife, and then like all of a sudden like this gunfight happens. So dude that's firing on everybody has like an AK or an M16. And she's like, oh, hell no, and puts a body in front of that.
Yeah.
Nothing is gonna stop that bullet from
No,
exiting
I'm
that
pretty sure
body.
they had.
Scars.
Yeah, and she went to kill the dude
that raped her sister.
Yeah, that raped her sister, but we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Like that was confusing because they like played up this like these people know each other a little
I
bit. I'm
wonder
like,
if
why?
it's
And then she and the bad guy were eye fucking each other all the
Oh
time.
yeah, they were eye fucking each other. Some
That
dude
would be
recognized her as not Chavo, and that was that one. The
Yeah,
dude she
so
was
yeah.
gonna like fuck, and then used him as
You
a
are not
body
I
shield.
thought he would have been a good opportunity to have another good guy. Actually.
Right.
There was
Yeah.
so much plot to this movie.
What
That was
I
lit,
liked,
yeah.
what I liked was
Yeah.
her like anti-hero moment. Wrong wording.
Oh
but,
yeah,
like,
blowing the sheriff's head off.
when the sheriff that like fucked her out at Silver came back and he goes, wait, and before he could say anything, she just shoots him. And everyone's like,
Dude,
oh, she's a badass.
That was kind of a cool moment.
And they
Like,
back
that
to her, and
honestly
it's
was
just
a
like-
great moment.
Yeah,
in the
I
movie.
like that. Yeah.
Like,
Wait. Wow.
The guy
No
wandering
problem.
from the beginning of the movie, he wandered up. And,
Oh yeah, and he's like all acid
and,
rain
yeah,
face.
yeah, trash
with-
can man. He came through.
coffin.
Let's talk about makeup in that scene for a second.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like the worst part of that whole thing.
Oh,
is
those
his
prosthetics.
Ears, his
Those
ears were
terrible.
untouched. His ears
Yeah.
were pink,
Yeah.
and the rest of his face was green and slobbery.
Remember me.
I'm saying, let's talk about the coffin down the cliff scene.
oh my god,
Where it
where
busted
it broke
open
4
twi-
times.
Was it 4?
Well, I mean, like physics-wise, it should have broken 4 times.
Well, they
But
showed
it
it
opened
breaking
twice, yeah.
twice.
Cartoons, what she should look like.
And but she
Fuck.
but she never came out of it.
What would have made that scene great is if it went down. This movie either needed more
And it Michael
more
Bay at the
satire.
bottom.
Yeah.
Either that or like
Yeah.
Going down.
How are you gonna?
well, it didn't matter because she could
Right.
shoot over there.
Oh yeah, that was the other point. Yeah, like opening fight scene with Meth Lady Ace Card. Like, yeah, you can even see it in the camera. Like she is not pointed at the lady at all when the first round goes off.
I'm
Yeah, valid.
I'm not a movie maker, but if you're gonna do a shot of the camera pointing down the barrel, you want to be somewhat.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right with the flashback scenes. I think they spent their CGI budget there because when they went to the minigun, like there were people getting hit in like the head, and like you could see the like ricochet like CGI like cheap effect, but like no gore, no explosion
No.
at the out the
There
brain.
was only like the 2 or 3 people that got shot where there was any blood other than like it was painted where a bullet wound was.
Right, but like everybody else, like with the mounted like minigun, like everybody like they like would be like ugh and like fall over, but like no like
There's
no squibs,
yeah,
like
no.
not even squibs.
Yeah.
So
hate the entire movie though. That's
Right.
what I got out of the like
I-
sound, right?
Well,
I
see,
feel like if they'd have taken out at least 30 minutes of fucking dialogue and replaced that with some goddamn chase scenes, some chase scenes, and as a few more fights, maybe some more, acid firestorms.
Well, and I
call it fucking good. Even
Well,
if it was a shitty movie, it still would have been.
The story got
the
got too
pacing was
complex.
just
because
it bogged
just kept
down.
like adding on, and then like in the last half hour they were still adding
things. Yeah, because
story.
like when she got busted,
Yeah.
right? 1, she busted herself because she
Yeah.
revealed herself to the bad guy. 2, she got busted by the guy from the very beginning of the movie who we saw occasionally wandering in.
Oh, yeah,
3,
Drunky McStumbles.
she got busted by the redhead gal who sang with the
because
black
she
lady
revealed
voice.
her fucking
Because-
story to her. Because why?
Well, and she also got like almost revealed by Ropeneck.
Oh,
And-
well,
yeah. And
No,
so how
Ropeneck
many-
wasn't going to sell her out, but guy who wanted his dick sucked would have revealed her.
Oh yeah,
right. So
but
how many?
I think Ropeneck, would have kept.
One would have probably been sufficient, right?
Right.
From a story perspective.
But we gotta cover all the bases
I
for
guess.
the people that weren't really paying attention.
Yeah,
or
and we
something.
weren't.
Yeah.
No, I was at the height of drunkenness by about 10 minutes in.
Sequence.
Yeah. Well, I don't see where the flashbacks and the
Honestly,
subplot
I don't think that was
wasn't
really-
necessary.
That really you could have cut that bit out.
But it was the same, like, they shot 5 minutes of flashback and
wonder how
just
many
used
people
that
she
same,
shot
like,
over the
chunk
years
in
of-
different
Like if
orders.
they had cut out the previous 2 flashbacks that she encounters in the
Yeah.
dream sequences
Lots of people are
and have just had the flashback of when he revealed
the
his
teeth
scar,
marks. Yeah.
like and just had that,
That
like
would've
that would have
totally
been enough
worked.
of a plot point to be like, oh, now she has a revenge plot point with this character
Yeah,
that she
absolutely.
already had like intent to kill to begin with.
Yeah, and you would have
It
saved a
was
lot of
business,
time
now it's
scratching all those
Right.
other flashbacks. Yeah, they were totally unnecessary.
No, what got me?
We're so good at making movies. We should do this.
We've been.
For the most part, in major
the mask
also
with like the muslin
Well,
with
yeah.
the powdered silver in it was, and they didn't need to wear it all the time because everyone like that was the part that confused
Yeah, in
me.
the beginning of the movie, they spent a lot of time breathing out of that thing.
And then no one did, but they mentioned like it helped prevent. So is everyone dying from black lung? Is that just a thing that's
kinda
gonna happen?
sounded like it.
Well,
Yay, we're all
you know
gonna die.
What would have worked better?
Everyone
After
dies
the storms
eventually.
come through,
I'm not going
there's
to die.
crap on the ground. You have to after the
Yeah, yeah,
storms if you're not masked up. But
Yeah, and they
after-
kind of alluded to that a little bit when they said, "Oh, it's not going to be as bad this week."
Right.
It's like
But-
really
but-
not
but-
the
but-
allergies.
but
like
you're
pollen
right.
count.
Yeah,
plus
it needed
during-
a tighter
Pollen.
connection. But again, that would have worked. That would have totally worked.
Yeah, but during the fight scene with Chavo, like there's a scene where she literally like they take the time to shoot it where she has to pull the mask up to get good breaths
Yeah.
before she can continue the
exert
fight.
herself.
Yeah.
But like the rest of the movie, she's having fight scenes where she's not having to pull that aerator up.
It
and
just,
breathe
I
that
guess
way.
it just
You know
depends
what's
on
an
the day.
interesting one?
What?
Who do I look like?
You look like you wearing Chavo's hat.
The
Yeah,
illusion, so
limited.
like
Yeah.
New Montana, like as a city, like really gave the illusion that it was like. I mean, sure, it said population 24, but it still gave you the illusion that it was like an actual civilization that had been like restarted. After,
Yeah, they
as
did a good
opposed-
job, but that was also like the cutest little farmhouse with some extra stuff thrown on.
No, absolutely.
It was. It totally was.
Agreed.
But it did okay.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Who's that? Chavo. You can tell by the hat.
So Andy,
so now that you've seen
Muzzle
like
longer.
a famous actor, how does it feel to have a famous actor like smugging
Dent your
himself,
car.
literally like rolling and
Yeah,
like
did you notice
like
there
putting
was-
his body all over his
so
your
they were
vehicle?
they were fighting and there was no dent, no dent.
And then all of a sudden,
you could see
that
it
was
there.
clipped together.
Oh, it
like,
totally was.
Multiple fights.
But I mean,
But that's definitely when the John Hannah
when you
says
film
didn't
those.
happen.
I mean, when you film those, you have to do it like 27 times.
Yeah.
Right, but like he was all up on that hubcap.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, like, you could probably pull his DNA from your
Yeah, right.
from your lug
I thought
nuts,
about
dude.
it.
Like,
Doc.
You're the ugliest angel I ever saw.
I would have liked to have seen the car do more.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the big
I
thing
kind of
for
got
me.
worried when we started searching out the stills, and every still that we saw, the car was parked. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. But whatever, it's still,
It's still cool.
We saw it on the
We
screen.
did, and we got to cheer every time it came.
We did.
That's okay.
So that was Scorched Earth.
Yeah.
We did a thing.
Yeah. We
Many friends.
many friends. Our car went to Canada. Thank you, Canada.
Hey. It was a good time.
Yeah.
The movie was about what we expected, I think. As far as quality. When we heard, it wasn't going to go to the theaters, we kind of knew.
That's all right. You needed more.
But it was still fun. We had a lot of fun with it.
You needed more car chases, or a car chase.
That's okay.
That's all they've done.
The cars, unlike the last film that I did, the car survived this movie, so there is hope for Scorched
Yes,
Earth
it's
2.
true. It didn't explode.
Scorched Earth 2, motherfuckers!
Show the camera his package.
Just kind of like walk across.
There we go. And that's it's very nice. Yeah. Well, I can't top that.
All right, should we try that again? Scorched Earth. So we did it. We watched it.
Yeah.
We yelled a lot.
Yeah, we cheered. We drank.
We drank.
We drank every time the car was on screen.
A reasonable amount.
Yeah, a fair amount.
There was many mirths.
There was a lot of mirthing.
And I think people would be willing to do this sort of thing again.
Yeah.
So I would call that a success.
Yeah, that was a win.
So we'll see you next time, and bye.
The drink just spilled. No, it didn't. God damn it.